We are working to learn more details about an incident that left thousands without power this morning.
Yeah, this happened in Anderson County. A neighbors got in touch with us saying that they heard a loud boom and then the power went out. Scary situation. So this is video from the scene where you can see officials working to restore power in that area. And we have reached out to local fire departments there about what exactly happened, what caused that boom and that outage. We still have not heard back. We also reached out to Duke Energy about the outage. They say they're still looking into it, but they were able to get the power back on pretty quickly, so that's great news.